Good evening, guys. I hope you're all well, and welcome back to the Amateur Football channel, and welcome back to the Starting at 11 show. Now, today it's just me and Tabrice. We're going to do a quick rundown of our combined Chelsea and Liverpool 11s. First off, Tabrice, how are you, friend?
I am good. I am good. I have my water. Stay hydrated, people. Stay hydrated.
I've got a can of Fanta, so
Stay
that's always
hydrated.
good. But yeah, so today we're doing a combined Chelsea and Liverpool squad. I'm the Chelsea fan, and Tabrice is a Liverpool fan. If you don't know that, then that means you're not subscribed. So if you're not subscribed, make sure you are. Click the notification bell as well, so you're always active on what we're doing. First, we're going to start with Tabrice's team. Tabrice, please explain.
All right. So you've not seen this. So you're looking at it for the first time.
Yeah,
So I've gone check and goal, left back, Ashley Cole, centre backs, VVD and Carvalho, right back, Trent. As the DM, Makelele. I've got Javi Alonso in the centre of the park, and I've got Gerrard behind the front three of Robin, Drogba, and Salah.
that's a different squad to mine. I will say that. Getting into my squad now. I've picked a 4-4-2 formation.
Okay.
Tabrice, you haven't seen mine either. This is my team. Now, it is quite small. I do apologise. I've got Cech in goal, Ashley Cole, Van Dijk, Terry, and Reece James. Then I've got Hazard, Gerrard, Lampard, and Salah. And then I've got Suarez and Drogba up front.
Okay.
We have, first off, let's go to the goalkeeper, Petr
Yeah.
Cech. We've both agreed on him.
Yeah.
You could look at potentially Reina for you at one point. He was good, but
Nah. Reina doesn't even touch the surface compared to what Czech has achieved. I think Becker potentially could be up there, but I've got to give Czech his ratings. I've got to give Czech his ratings. Like you have to.
Moving on to the left back, we've agreed with Ashley Cole as well. I mean, for me, he's the best ever to do it at left back in ever all time. I think he's the best. We've agreed on Van Dijk as well. Again, I think it's too early to say he's one of the best centre backs in the Premier League of all time. I still think it's too early. If you look at the longevity of the likes of John Terry, Carvalho, all them sorts of players, or sorry, not Carvalho, because you put him in, but Company, he just hasn't done it for long enough at the top level yet for me. But we've agreed on him. We've argued on Terry and Carvalho. So you think, take that off a sec, you think Carvalho is a better centre back than Terry?
So for me, and again, I just want to go into my team with the balance. Carvalho did so much work that didn't get appreciated. He was quick, he was strong, he was robust, he was as aggressive, if not even more aggressive than John Terry, and like he had the speed and the speed of thought to literally help out John Terry when like his leg, because again, like let's be real, John Terry has never been quick, but Carvalho was there just to sweep up. So like for me, the Van Dijk Carvalho combination works better than Van Dijk and Terry.
Yeah, I actually think the opposite. I think that Van Dijk and Terry would have worked so well together, in the sense that Terry was like that Vidic, if you will, like just chuck his body anywhere. He didn't care. He just wanted to stop the ball from going in the net. And I think Van Dijk's not smarter than Terry, because I think John Terry is one of the smartest centre backs that we've ever seen in the Premier League. With even without his legs, his IQ, where he was on the pitch at all times, he knew when to challenge, he knew when to drop off, he knew when to mark, he knew all these sorts of things. So I think if Carvalho was at Chelsea longer, then I'd feel more comfortable putting Carvalho in. But for me, it's Terry. Now, The right back position, I've gone for Reece James. You have gone for Trent Alexander-Arnold. Now, firstly, none others. I think Ivanovic would have been in there, but
Possibly.
with I think James is topping him now. I think James is one of our best players consistently now, um, and I think that overall he has topped Ivanovic. Um, you feel that Trent is better than James?
Yeah, and again, I'm kind of looking at the back four, um, and I wasn't thinking of any other right backs that could challenge uh, Trent, James, Ivanovic, and I couldn't think of any. I think
Mm,
what Trent again gives is a style of play and literally starting from like the full back position. Like Ashley Cole isn't that type of player to actually be well. I'm not saying be comfortable in the ball, but he's not gonna get to the byline and like put in David Beckham-esque type of crosses in. And I'm looking at someone in the back four that can support play with and again, there's a reason why Carvalho is on that side
mm,
because again, when like Trent goes, Carvalho has the pace
yeah.
to literally defend that side pretty well. So yeah, that's the reason why I picked Trent.
Now, looking at my one, I've picked Reece James. I think that I don't. It sounds harsh. I don't see it as a comparison. I genuinely think that James is just better. I think if you're looking at one ability of the game or one attribute of the game, it is probably Trent's crossing and passing of the ball. I think that he has on James, but I think that's it. I think maybe set pieces as well. If you look at any form of passing or towards goal, I think shooting ability, I think James is better, not on free kicks, just in open play. I think passing the ball, short passing, I think he's better. I think strength, he's better. I think heading, he's better. I think jumping, I think pace, I think um, defending. Overall, I think James is just the better. And I think that if you look at all attributes, James is the clear winner. If you want to pick and go, I want to play more attacking, that's fair enough. I can understand your point of picking Trent to a certain extent, but James is still good at attacking, but he offers the defensive cover that Trent does not, if you get what I mean.
I don't get what you mean, but hey, we will agree to disagree.
Now, slightly different now. I've gone for a 4-4-2. You've gone for what looks like a
uh
4-1-3-1.
yes.
But I mean, the
Yeah.
midfielders. I've gone with Gerrard and Lampard. You've
Okay.
gone with Makalele,
Mm,
Alonso, and Gerrard. You don't
yeah.
think potentially Gerrard is where Alonso is and Lampard is at 10?
Yeah. So Gerard would be the number 10, Alonso would be the number 8, and Makaleli would be number 6.
Mm,
I think having a Makaleli in there, I could not have him in. He again just transformed how a kind of midfield trio
yeah.
would actually be, and again he just gives that extra bit of um, security. Again, we've got Ashley Cole that love to bomb forward. We all know
Mm,
about Trent's ability as well. So you need someone that's honestly that is not bothered going over the halfway line, just making sure that everything behind him is absolutely fine. And having
mm,
Makaleli there is crucial to how I would want this combined team to play.
yeah. I think we've gone for two completely separate teams. We've agreed on Gerrard. I think Lampard needs to get in, especially over
Uh,
Alonso.
no,
If
but
if you
does Lampard really have to get in? I mean, again, you know, there's always been an issue between Lampard and Gerrard playing for England together, and it hasn't worked. So why would it work in a Chelsea Liverpool combined team?
I'm not going off of what works. I'm going off of paper.
Oh,
If you want to go off of actual playing, Mourinho at Chelsea wanted Gerrard. and Mourinho was confident he could make it work. I'm confident I could make it work.
Okay.
So Lampard, Gerrard in the midfield too. You feel that Alonso would be ahead of Lampard in that number 8 role?
Yeah, again with Alonso's passing, again like his distribution, his like
Mm.
positional play. Again, like nothing fancy, but again, he would kind of pop up with goals, with like I mean, of course, not as many as Lampard. Like let's be frank here. See, a little pun there.
Smart.
Um,
I like it.
um, but he again. I'm I'm like going on players that complement each other in a team that I believe would beat yours, Billy, hands down, and
No chance.
100%. And she Alonso would be an amazing um piece in that jigsaw, and that's the reason why I've picked him.
Yeah, I think if we're looking a bit more further on now, you've got Drogba, Salah, and Robben. I've gone for Drogba, Salah, but instead of
Mhm.
Robben, I've gone for Hazard, and then I've got Suarez up front. Um,
Okay.
just that one season alone that Suarez had, probably one of the best single seasons we've seen in the Premier League. You can't miss 7 games at the start of the season and have the bottle to go and win the Golden Boot. Um, just quite frankly rude. I think Suarez, it was just disrespectful to be able to do that. Um, I had to get Suarez in. Drogba, obviously, we can agree the greatest big game player when it comes to finals. Whether it's the Wembley man, whether he goes to whether he goes to Munich and beats Bayern Munich in the final, whether it's the FA Cup against Arsenal, whether it's multiple times Drogba steps up to the plate. We have agreed on Salah. I've played him on the right. You've played him on the left. Do you think that you could take Robben out and put Hazard in and swap them?
I mean, Hazard is a good shout. I think for me, Hazard did the most damage when like he was in a more of a number 10, more of an
Mm.
inside forward role than like as a winger. I've kind of gone for out and out wingers, and I just feel that Robin on the right pro- produced more goods than Salah on the right. But I couldn't leave out
Mm.
Salah because again, like his I mean again like his goals and his like assists, you know, you, you can't dismiss that. But
Yeah.
Robin on that right hand side, he was just immense for Chelsea, man. And you knew exactly what he was going to do every single game, but you
But
couldn't stop it.
you couldn't stop it. Yeah.
You couldn't stop it.
Um, one thing I have wondered, you haven't got Desai in.
You know what? That is a fish. I mean, okay, so this I you know what? That's a good shot. I think this he came to Chelsea later on in his career, and he was there for is it 2 seasons or so?
Yeah, 2 or 3.
Yeah, 2 or 3. But yeah, definitely a special mention. But I couldn't legitimately put him in there, especially when we're talking about Chelsea's all-time
Yeah.
team. And again, I'm just kind of looking at Marcel Desailly at the age he was. Again, I'm kind of looking at a team that would beat anyone right now rather than just trying to fill in players. And
Mm.
yeah, I couldn't get him in.
I've just thought of something. It's a quick substitution I'm going to make, a tactical mastermind from yours only, Billy. I'm changing it.
Go on.
I'm taking out Suarez and I'm putting Gianfranco Zola. He's going to play a bit more of a centre forward role, and Drogba pushes more up front.
I can't disagree with you. I look, it's just one of the things. Like, yeah, again, Zola. I mean, Zola could. Again, I didn't even think about Zola.
Yeah.
What a what a magician. It's again, it's a team that I think both like teams, could probably fare well in this day and age of a Premiership. Mine will do better.
No.
Let's
No.
let's be absolutely real. you've got Lampard and Gerrard, and you've got Hazard and Salah, and there's no one there that is defensive. So you would get
James,
all of
Terry, Van Dijk, and Ashley Cole. That's
Jesus
all I need.
Christ. That's all you need. Oh my gosh. That is Kevin, that is Kevin Keegan, type of play. Like you score 5, but we'll score 6. But no, I mean, again, sorry.
Yeah, I was just going to say this team right here that you're seeing on screen would break Chelsea's record of conceding 15 goals in a season. I can guarantee that.
No way.
Yes, way.
There's no Makaleli in there.
I don't need Makalele.
You do.
I don't.
Wow.
I've got, apologies, my eye is itching. I've got Gerrard, who I'm going to set him up as a box to box. I'm going to play Lampard more as a 10, and then that is how it's going to set up.
Wow.
Gerrard can offer some defensive cover, but overall, I don't need him. I've got John Terry, who's too smart. He already thinks about what the attacker's doing before the attacker thinks about what he's doing. You got Van Dijk being the man mountain he is. He's going to cover half the pitch just by putting his arm out. You've got Ashley Cole. He pockets Ronaldo on a daily basis for fun back in the day. You've got Reece James, who's probably one of, if not the best right back in the world. Even when he's injured, he's still better.
Wow. You said that with so much vigor. I wish I believed you.
You wouldn't, not when you've still got Trent in your team. But yeah, guys, it's only a short video. We just wanted to have a bit of fun, compare our combined 11s. Let us know what you think down in the comments below. Is there any changes you would make? Let us know your teams as well, what you would think. But yeah, overall, it's been a bit of an interesting one. We will see you next time. Don't forget, like, subscribe, comment, all that great stuff. Don't forget to turn the notification bell on as well, so you are alarmed when we do post our videos. And we will see you in the next video. Cheers, guys. Take care.